And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies offense will get the first swing of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Campos. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. 3rd down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Here's a return from midfield. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Back to pass on second down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw again. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hurricane. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense does.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskies will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got enough for the first down. He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. On the option. He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. The give to Davis. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Let's it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. With jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snags it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way.
Turning it on! They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
He's got it. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Forced out of the pocket. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.